When someone talk about Head Swap, whoever's idea it was originally, or how that...
That's sort of a group, right? Bashir, Diallo, and Gerard, and Blyden sort of all put that
and
together.
Jimmy, too. I was going to say that is one of the most collaborative pieces that we do on the show. I mean, literally, the first one that we did, the thing I was the most proud about is like literally everybody had some part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it came from Jimmy in the room. But it was just like, between doing the music, working with the graphics department to get the bouncing ball, working with Blyden.
How did that song come about?
That was another one where Jimmy
Just
started singing it in the pitch. Yeah.
And someone recorded it on their phone. Was that you too?
Yeah, I recorded
Yeah.
it.
Are you recording this?
Yeah. This is a bit.
But would you say that's, I mean, as I mentioned before, kind of like pushing the joke as far as it'll go, or pushing the scenario to an even more absurd place? Is that Jimmy's sense of humor? I mean, is that kind of trickle down from him that he...
I think that I never want to try to box someone in by describing their sense of humor, but if I had to, I would say that Jimmy is a wonderfully silly, has a wonderfully silly sense of humor. And you can take an idea that it seems just sort of very small and silly and just keep developing it and pushing it until it either gets really funny or it turns into a volcano that no one laughs at.
No, this may be the elephant in the room, but he seems to have kind of embraced it on his own show, him laughing in the middle of the segments.
Yeah, I know he gets a lot of grief for that.
But do you guys incorporate that into...
Not at all.
Any thought into, well, we may need to alter this or provide an extra beat because he might...
It's never planned. I never think about if he's going to do it or trying to avoid it or trying to create a situation where he's gonna do it. And I know that he gets a lot of grief for that, but I love it. It never bothers me at all, and especially during like a slow jam. It feels very natural, and I think it is at the core of his personality, is that he just, when he's having a good time, he really is having a good time, and he's really enjoying himself, and he's laughing.
Very natural behavior for a personality or a talk show host. It's less natural behavior for an actor,
sure,
but in the world that he's in now, it's what everybody does.
Well, what strikes me, on this show, that he seems to just have this look of joy on his face when it happens. That he just seems really happy. So
I think he's tickled. I think he's genuinely tickled by a lot of the stuff we do, and he's just like, yeah. And I never understood that criticism. It was just like, yeah, it's horrible to watch somebody have a good time. I don't want to see that on television. It was like, it's delightful.